I chose my majors because I wanted to be an ecologist from my senior year of high school. I took an AP Environmental Science class. I really liked that class. It exposed me to a lot of ecology and evolution, something I really enjoyed. And also environmental science had a bit of geology that I enjoyed a lot. And I had a lot of AP credits and I had a lot of room in my schedule, so I figured might as well double major in them. And now we have the ecology, evolution, and biodiversity major. Before I was just biology. So now I can kind of specialize even more, which is a really nice opportunity. Well, I was in Dr. Mariana Bonfim's Disturbance Ecology course, and I got to really spend some time at the field station and give some hours in the forest, see what that was like, and really kind of understand what went on here. And I really enjoyed the people I worked with in the class, and I enjoyed the field station overall. So it was a great opportunity to be able to work here. My experience has been great. It's been nice to work with, PhD candidates and graduate students and people, going into academia, because as someone who hopes to go into academia, it's a bit overwhelming. It's not something that your parents did or your siblings are doing. So it can kind of feel like an uncharted path, but there's a lot of people who have already charted a lot of it. So it's helpful to work with those people, and you can kind of find mentors within that, and things that you're passionate about. The major project that we've been working on has been with forest ecoservices and soil respiration and carbon storage within the TFO and Robbins Park. So we've been setting up a bunch of soil sensors, and we're trying to measure incremental growth of specific trees. So we're creating dendrometer bands that you wrap around and measure the change in circumference over time, just to get a more in-depth look at tree growth. So that's the beginnings of the project. We're also going to be looking into decomposition using leaf litter bags that we'll be filling up and setting into specific sites. So it's a very comprehensive and somewhat interdisciplinary, where we have to work through hydrology, which also comes into play with my environmental science that I'll be taking physical hydrology next semester. So it is interdisciplinary, but it also wraps in a few disciplines that I'm working on. So it's kind of a cool project in that way. My personal project is on avian biodiversity. I'm a bit of a bird watcher, so it was a cool project for me to be able to do. The idea of the project is Robbins Park, which is nearby, and Ambler had similar forest structures prior to the tornado. So what I wanted to look at, and what I intend to look at, is I'm going to do a bird survey on TFO and on Robbins Park, and use Robbins Park as some undisturbed control and see how this large wind disturbance may affect the classic biodiversity of a older growth forest, and see that comparison with TFO as it is majorly disturbed. My hypothesis, my idea would be that there would be more edge habitats, so more edge-dwelling birds in the forest around here than there would be in a mature forest like Robbins Park. But that's why we check, that's why we look. So it's exciting, and I'm enjoying creating the methods and getting ready to do all the data analysis. It's fun. As a student, it is certainly beneficial to do this, because when you're in classes, you're kind of in class mode. You're not thinking of how this applies in the field and how you could use this every day, how this basic knowledge could connect, one task to another. And that really is the kind of work that makes the difference. This is similar stuff to what I intend to be doing outside of college, and that's something that all students should know when they're in college, is what are they pointing to, or at least get an idea of it. So that's, majorly helpful, and puts all of my courses into a new context of, I'm learning this fact or this phenomena, but what is that going to be like in the field? And field work is definitely a real joy of mine.